Good morning, folks. This is Good morning, folks. This is Michaela with ACF, and I have several announcements to share with you. I'm hoping to make this a monthly thing, if not even more frequent, just so that we can all make sure to be on the same page about what's coming up, what's available for you across your various campuses, that sort of thing. So, first off, just want to remind you that the Connect Conference is happening in just a month. It starts a month from today, February 26th to February 28th. That's a Friday to Sunday. And what is Connect? Well, glad you asked. Here it is. Connect is an opportunity for you as ACF students or students who are interested in beginning an ACF chapter on your campus to come together with other such people and spend the weekend there at Cajada Springs connecting through worship, through discipleship training, workshops, that sort of thing, and through just hanging out, just getting to know each other in more casual ways. And so we're excited for this time. It's our 9th year of having the Connect Conference, and this year we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. So I want to just remind you of that if you've already registered and have seen some of the differences, or if maybe you've heard something is happening differently. One thing that we're doing differently is we're starting Friday afternoon. That's right, Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. Okay, 4 p.m. Friday. Why? Well, for one, it gives us an opportunity to get more into the weekend. And two, it allows you, the students, to get there and avoid what for many of you becomes evening traffic, which causes great delays, and you don't get there till maybe midway through the program in the evening, or even later than that, maybe in time to just tuck yourselves into bed and then try to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed the next morning. Well, we want you to have a fuller experience, a richer experience, a deeper experience, and we believe starting at 4 can help with that. So, 4 p.m. Friday. Other announcements for Connect. Well, here's a question. Why should I come? Well, one of the things that has happened as a result of the Connect Conference is literally the connection of students to each other, and friendships being built. And in that connection that takes place, you have the opportunity to get a better sense of what ACF is, what it looks like, what it can look like for you, for your campus, and just more of the depth of it. So instead of you just being on your campus doing your campus thing, now you're getting a sense for, oh, okay, this campus is doing that. Maybe we should check that out, try that. Why is it working for you and not for us? And it just gives you more time to dialogue about that. It also gives you a sense of sort of the breadth of the ministry. Sometimes when we're just by ourselves, or with our group doing our thing, we kind of lose track of the bigger picture. And when we see fellow ACFers for a weekend, when we get to know them, spend time with them, fellowship, worship together, grow together, it builds a wider community that can work as such a great support network for you. So now you have people that you don't just call your friends, but you actually connect with to say, hey, we're trying this thing that you've suggested, or we're thinking about doing this, or how about our campuses get together some weekend, we're doing a church service on our campus, why don't you guys join us? Or we're doing a service project for spring break, why don't you guys connect with us for that? It gives you a wider community, and a true community, an honest community. So I encourage you to come. If you don't have an ACF chapter on your campus, I encourage you to come, because we're going to be able to spend some time just with those of you who are interested in developing an ACF chapter. So we want to spend focused time with you in workshops that help you understand what does this thing look like? What can it look like on our campus? What does it mean to come together weekly? What does planning look like? What does building relationships with people I don't know look like? What does hospitality look like? All these different things. So come. And our theme for this year is fear. What are you afraid of is the question that we're asking. And we're asking this because there's so many things that get in the way of our experience, of our desire to do the will of God. And one of those things typically is fear. We're afraid of what it means to follow where God is asking us to go, to jump into whatever situation God is asking us to jump into. We just have all these insecurities that are holding us back. And so we want to face some of our fears. We're not going to tackle every single fear you have, and we're not necessarily going to go as deep as perhaps you need to go in your walk in terms of wrestling with your fears with God by your side. but we're going to touch on some stuff, and it's going to be helpful, and it's going to help you more specifically to return to your campus with a stronger awareness of how you can serve there. All right, so that's Connect, coming up February 26th to 28th at Cohutta Springs on the camp side. It costs $5. That's the registration fee this year, just $5. And if you want to buy a shirt, that's $10. The $5 covers all your meals, all your lodging. I mean, covers. It's a good addition to the coverage. You're students, so we want to respect the fact that for the most part, you don't have money just kind of oozing out of you. So $5, that's all you've got to pay. And come on through. Registration ends in 2 weeks. We need to end it then so that we have a clear count for numbers of mouths that must be fed. We're feeding you each of your meals, and so we want to make sure we get all of that information squared away. We also will have some different activities going on Friday evening, for example. We're potentially going to be doing a night walk, which will be another activity that focuses on us facing our fears. So we want to make sure we have a clear understanding of who's coming, how many are coming, and what I want to encourage you, really encourage you, stay the whole weekend. Just talk to your boss if you have work, talk to whomever you have responsibilities with. Take the whole weekend, okay? Come for 4 o'clock. You'll be done Sunday morning early. Breakfast, a short parting thought, and you're on your way, okay? It's not going to be there won't be a major program on Sunday morning. Just a nice clean wrap up. You'll be on your way 10 a.m. at the latest, all right? So really come. It makes a difference too when you and others from your campus come for the whole time versus some of you coming, some of you not. You don't get the fullness of it all. So I encourage you, come and enjoy the whole weekend. Of course, if something just you can't work around it, so be it. But if you can, I really encourage you to do that. So if you have questions, be sure to check the FAQ on the website. Website is acfgcc.org/connect2016, and there you'll find more information, and the FAQ will help you understand some of the finer details of the weekend. We'll need some volunteers for some things, so check that out and touch base with us, let us know. Other things I want to talk with you about. One includes refers to your campus leadership. Some of you right now are serving as student leaders, and you're looking at the future thinking, who's going to take up from us, who's going to take over, what's it going to look like? And I want to encourage you to start those conversations now. And one of the ways that you can have those conversations effectively is not just by broadcasting across your group, hey, we need leaders, who wants to join? But by really intentionally connecting with people who you see could participate, okay? This doesn't mean that if someone who's a student leader doesn't tap you on the shoulder, you shouldn't be a student leader. No, not at all. If you're interested in serving, talk to your student leaders. Let them know, hey, I'm interested. What does this entail? What can it look like? And go from there, all right? So it's kind of a two-way thing. Student leaders take that initiative, that really intentional initiative that says, I see this, we notice your involvement here, your skills here, here's how we believe you can serve and serve well. And then for those of you who aren't currently serving, take a look at what your student leaders are helping facilitate for all of your collective growth, and ask yourself, okay, how can I be part of that? It's a great opportunity to learn, to grow, to be challenged. So I want to encourage you to start thinking about student leadership for next school year now. Don't leave it till April, because it'll be a crazy, harried mess, all right, by then. So get the ball rolling as soon as you can. Other things that I want to touch base on include our encouragement cards. Many of you have seen these encouragement cards. One second. They look like this. There are 3 sets of them, and different themes. These cards are great for handing out to people when you're doing table events, when you have like a student organizational fair, that kind of thing, or if there's a spot on your campus where any group can just set out information, that kind of thing. These are great for that. If you have a mid-semester encouragement pickup sort of thing for your campus, whether it's through blessing bags or some other means, this can be a great thing to hand out. It has contact information for ACF in general on the back, and it takes us to our website, and from there they can get in touch with your school leadership directly. So be sure to check on that information and make sure that all of it is up to date. If it's not, let me know so that we can make sure that information is fresh. So when people contact you, they truly are getting through to you. And one more thing that comes to my mind is your Facebook presence, your internet presence, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, whatever it may be. Really think, okay, how are we communicating with people? These days we don't often want to get on the phone and call. Okay, so what are we doing? How are we communicating? Are we emailing? Is email the best? Is email how we like to be communicated with? Do we need to be sending out text messages? Do a group me? Whatever it may be. What's that best way of connecting with our peers on our campus to not just spread the word about our organization, but also keep people well informed as to what's coming up, right? So that's it for me for now, from me for now. It's a rainy, dreary-ish day here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Regardless of the weather, I'm hoping and praying and believing that it'll be a good day. We'll see you later.